I'm going to talk about hair loss today and the things that I did to overcome it that actually work. Now, it's not a quick fix, but the good news is it literally takes 6 months of consistency to start seeing actual results. Just to put things into perspective, if we look back in our mind and think about January of this year, we know that these past few months have gone by so quickly. You will see results, I promise you. Just a brief backstory, I started losing a bunch of hair like 3 years ago. I ended up getting sepsis E. coli. My hair density was like 1/3 of what it is right now. I have this much hair right now, right? I had like this much hair total on my whole head. And my hair part was like pretty wide. I'm going to show you a picture of my before and after right here. I was dealing with vitamin deficiencies. My hormones were completely messed up. Like everything was going wrong, which is why I was losing so much hair. I feel like I have a good idea of like what to do if you're dealing with a certain issue with hair loss. My hair was just completely thinning out. Every time I would shower, I would have like more than this much hair coming out in a shower. When you start stressing about hair loss, it becomes a cycle where you're losing a lot of hair and then you're stressing about it and then you're losing more hair. That was step one for me, honestly, was seeing the hair loss and trying to calm myself down, because every time I would be panicking about my hair loss, I would lose just as much hair the next time. And it was doing nothing for me to like sit in the shower and cry about it. Like, I know how hard it is, but like crying about it honestly just made it worse. Now that I look back on it, I was just causing myself more anxiety and stress, which was causing my hair to fall out more. Okay, so I'm gonna get straight into my vitamins again, but I'm gonna explain them in more detail. These are the vitamins I take regularly, but keep in mind, it's best to go to a doctor to get a blood test and see what nutrients you might be missing. These are just things that most women struggle with in general. And another thing I want to add is vitamin D3, which I don't have with me, but I take a very high dose. I take 1 pill a month of vitamin D3 and it gets me through the month. I want to add something that I kept messing up on while I was dealing with hair loss. I kept going to the wrong doctor. So I was going to like aesthetic dermatologists, like dermatologists that do lip fillers and facials and this and that. Like, I was going to those type of doctors, and they kind of just do things that like put a band-aid over whatever you're dealing with. They're not actually helping you get to the root of the problem. And then the other thing was that I was going to like general physicians, like just general doctors, and they also don't have the knowledge to get to the root of the problem. I found a dermatologist, he's like an uncle, and I went to him, and he's the one who put me on these vitamins, and it changed my life within 6 months. Iron by glycinate, and this is by the brand Thorne. I've taken so many iron supplements before, and they've never worked for me. This is the only one that I can take, and I don't have any negative symptoms from this supplement. When you're taking vitamins, you have to make sure that you're taking these vitamins correctly, right? So if you're taking iron, you have to make sure that you're taking vitamin C with it. And I also take folic acid 5 mg. You don't want to have any dairy products 2 hours before and 2 hours after you take your iron supplements. Calcium and dairy products inhibit absorption of iron. I just started taking vitamin C, but before I was taking vitamin C with my iron, I would eat oranges or like any fruit with vitamin C before I took my iron and folic acid. I was taking B complex and zinc. And I make sure to also take these 2 hours before I take my iron and vitamin C. I'll have dairy with these vitamins. I think it's a problem. You have to make sure that you're spacing out your vitamins properly, or you're just wasting your money on the vitamins. I've been taking these vitamins consistently for the past 8 months, and I started seeing actual change in my hair loss around 5 months in. It took a while for my hair loss to get better. While I was doing this, I was oiling my hair with olive oil, with aloe vera gel, just using different oils for my hair. When you're using oils for your hair, you want to use good quality oils. I'll give an example. I was using an olive oil. It was not doing anything for my hair, surprisingly. Like, it was smoothing it and conditioning it, but I wasn't seeing any actual benefits from that oil, right? Once that olive oil was finished, I went and got another brand of olive oil, and I kid you not, my hair literally got so much better after that use. I was losing less hair. These girls that source out the best hair oils and they sell them like Glow Beauty, or like the girls that sell these oils, 95% of the reason that they work well is because the quality of the oil is good. If the quality of the oil is not that good, you're not going to see results as if the quality of the oil is really good. Because it matters on how it's been like pressed, the whole process of how the oil was extracted. A lot of brands sell oil, but maybe they don't extract it properly, and that's why you don't get the full benefit of that oil, and that's why it's also way cheaper. So another thing with hair oiling is that you want to make sure that you really get your scalp clean after you oil your hair when you're in the shower. You don't want clogged pores on your head. That messes up your hair growth as well. So I took a shower yesterday and I saved my hair. This is how much hair I lost yesterday in the shower. Like, that much. For some people, this might look like a lot of hair, but compared to 6 months ago, when I'm telling you I would lose, like, while I would be washing my hair, it would literally be all coming out like this. I would cry. First step before I even started taking vitamins, hair oiling, anything, is I increased my protein intake. I would make sure to at least have 3 eggs a day. And I know that sounds crazy. Make sure that you don't get like cholesterol and stuff, but I'm just telling you that I would make sure to have protein every single day. And 3 eggs for me is a good amount of protein. I actually like would experiment. Like, sometimes I would eat eggs for like a few days. Would make sure to have high protein foods. Let's say 1 week I just didn't feel like eating protein as much and my diet was kind of not as good, because I'm a human. Like, I'm not perfect all the time. My hair loss would increase right away. So I want to tell you how important protein is for hair growth. If you're taking your vitamins and hair oiling and everything, but you're not making sure to get enough protein, you're gonna have hair loss. You have to do everything together consistently to make sure that you are growing healthy hair. And it is hard at first. Like, speaking from experience, it was kind of difficult for me to like get into the routine of making sure that I'm oiling my hair 2 times a week, making sure that I'm taking my vitamins regularly, making sure that I'm eating protein every day. But actually way easier done than said. Like, saying it seems like, oh my gosh, that's so much work, and like you have to do this and this and this, but when you're doing it, it's genuinely, it's not that difficult. Like, with my vitamins, I would set an alarm on my phone, make sure that I took my vitamins, make sure that I have my protein, my eggs and stuff. Even if I'm not hair oiling as often, as long as I'm taking my vitamins and eating protein, whatever you put in your body, that is what's going to help your hair the most. If you're just hair oiling and you're not doing the proper things to get the nutrients in your body and fixing the deficiencies that you have, you're not going to be able to grow healthy hair. I'm just being honest. Like, I wish someone had told me that. Like, when I would see videos of girls being like, oh, I use this hair oil and this and this and this, I would do that stuff, but I wouldn't get rid of my hair loss until I started taking my vitamins and until I started eating protein. Doing the hair oiling is just an added benefit. If you are taking your vitamins and eating your protein and then you're oiling your hair on top of that, yes, you are gonna see huge results. Like, your hair is gonna be so much healthier and you're gonna be growing new hair and everything. Until you're healthy inside and you're getting the nutrients that you need, you're not going to do anything with just hair oiling. I'm going to say thank you to the girl who asked for advice, and I hope that this helps. This is literally everything I've done and I know that have made a huge difference for me. This is just my experience. This is not medical advice, but I promise you, like, speaking from experience, this stuff has really helped my hair grow. I will see you guys later. Bye.